podcast after now that we found out some news. But whoever, it doesn't even matter. I am calling this shit already the Better Version podcast.
The better version of every other podcast.
Yeah,
of Better Version podcast.
Yeah, the Better Version podcast.
I like that shit, but we gotta chill out before check it out. Somebody.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm not dropping these episodes like as things are not set up, until things are set up. But all right, we here with it. I needed to talk to you guys.
You looking through on the topics?
Yeah, the topics was wild different today, but it wasn't nothing that we ain't always talking about. But I'm gonna get into something that everybody could talk about. But what is money to y'all?
Who starts? I guess I can start.
I mean, go ahead. Whoever want to freestyle it.
Money is just energy condensed into paper. That's the essence of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all you got. All right,
I mean, I can keep going, but
do your thing.
It's real simple. The tool to get what you want, to do what you need.
So when people start talking this money's the root of all evil stuff, y'all going with that?
No, that's not. It's not the same. The saying is the love of money is the root of all evil.
But how do you not love money when it's what you said it is and it's what I said it is? How do you not love that?
I mean, a tool is necessary, but you don't love tools. You don't be like, I love that screwdriver.
It's the money is kind of like the ultimate tool. It's like Inspector Gadget. It's the tool that does everything. It's the tool that,
I mean, it does a lot of things.
What can it not
do? A lot of things.
What can it not get a person that they really want in this world?
One, it's definitely not gonna get you love. It's definitely not gonna get you your life back.
It could get you love.
I'm kind of in between on that.
It might get you companionship, but it ain't gonna get you love.
Yeah. All right. So you can buy people's love. Like realistically, people
you can
say
buy
that.
people's affection.
Yeah, but you could buy people's love because if that money goes missing, people starting to think a different way. Like, it's not as good as it used to be. Yeah.
That's when the circumstances come up. Like, you've changed.
You could buy like a simulation of love, but you can't. Like, for example, our mothers love us.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I mean. I don't mean just
well, there is different. See, if we go back to Latin times, there's different words for love.
Agape and all this extra shit. Don't do that.
No. I'm talking about there's different words for love, which is there's different versions of love that. All right, the love that I have for my mother is not the same love I have for my brother.
Breaking down.
The love that your mother has for you, you can't buy that. No matter how much money you have, you will never be able to buy that.
Yeah, but the love your mother has for you, you ain't gonna get that nowhere else either, though. You ain't.
There's no replacement. It is what it is.
That's the point. It's priceless. You can't buy it. That's literally what I'm saying.
But you ain't get that.
We ain't talking about buying our mom's love. But we could buy everybody else's love.
No, I'm not gonna agree with that. I'm gonna say companionship. That's the most you're gonna get.
You could company. I mean, I pretty much agree. With Denzel on that. Yeah, it's like it's different, man. It's different when you pay. That's all I'm saying. Like,
oh yeah, it may feel different because we're raised to feel.
I mean, think about it. You got your sandbox people who rock out with you.
Mm-hmm.
You get some money. You'll get a lot of new people. Those new people will turn on you at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Your sandbox homies, they gonna be like, damn, boy, you put us in some stuff. But they ain't switching up on you.
Who's to say they wouldn't switch up on you regardless?
Maybe. I mean, but I would think that you paying attention because, growing up in the hood, you done had a lot of scenarios where people could switch up.
I'll be honest, growing up in the hood, people switched up with no money.
But this is what I'm saying. You done had a lot of scenarios where people could switch up on you.
So, technically, with money, without money, people switching up regardless.
Nah, but people switch up. In the hood, people switch up on you for $1,000. When you rich, people might switch up on you for like 100 bands.
Yeah, either way, they still switching up. I'm
just saying. They didn't. You should know the lessons of who should be around you by now. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
You done had enough warning signs of all the people that's been around you. Anybody around you longer than 2-3 years? If you ain't paying attention to the warning signs, you just don't want to know.
I feel you on that. That is true. You might not want to know, but I think you can buy almost everything with money, and
There's a lot of stuff you could buy, and there's a lot of stuff you can't buy.
yeah. I mean, what else can't you buy with money?
You can't buy your health.
I
You get some doctors to prolong your suffering, but you ain't getting your health back. There's no replacement heart, kidney, lungs.
Yeah, there is.
You can get a
You can-
transplant,
yeah, you
but
can.
even that is on borrowed time because your body's rejecting that.
True,
Right.
but you can still buy those replacements.
We're not there yet.
Even like the richest
no.
people in the world, like
Yeah,
if your time is up, your time
they
is up.
die the same way. They
Pretty much. But I get what John is saying too, because a rich person like Magic Johnson, not to throw names out, they can do things that can perhaps
Prolong themselves.
that regular people probably don't have access to. There's a lot of surgeries like stem cell surgeries and stuff like that where it's probably not legal.
not America yet.
No,
Right.
it's in America.
Nah, but not in the way you think.
They used to go to Germany.
Right,
Kobe went to Germany,
Italy,
to do
etc.
it, and now
to do surgery.
it's here.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember when it first got
Remember we was talking
made
about this, but
illegal.
it's not available to everyone. In the way
Yeah.
you would think.
And we're talking about what you can buy with money.
Okay, you're right. The money might get you there. You got
Exactly.
fucking good money.
I mean, hey,
But money gives you a good chance, a better chance, I guess you could say, like
Yeah, I won't disagree with it.
a better shot.
Money gives you a better shot of things working out your way. And if you don't, spend a little more money.
could also drive you to madness, obsessed with it, right?
That's true.
Oh, I mean, you better have built a strong foundation.
So can you consider money a drug?
Anything could be a drug if
No,
it's
I-
in the right context.
I would think it would lead you to indulge more in your impulses.
But I'm saying, like, for you trying to acquire money, this is an addiction you have. Even though it might be a necessity, it
But
can
you're
become an
doing
addiction.
that for something else.
Like, if you got all your basic needs covered, your bills covered, you don't have to worry about money. There's people still who's past that level who's still like, yeah, I still got to go make money.
Rich
like-
people. There's a lot of people who are billionaires, millionaires. They got it all, but they're still chasing. They're still chasing something. They're still
Yeah.
like I heard a quote that real estate is like adult films. I'm not gonna say the actual word, the P word for rich people.
Okay.
We could say blues. Bring it old school.
You know what? I could see why I understand why rich people still go and make money, but it's a deeper level of thinking that people don't even think about, which I'm not gonna explain that shit for people because you still might not even understand what I'm talking about. But for like, I've watched some interviews with stock market guys, right? They was like, yeah, do this. You made your millions in the 90s or whatever, right? And he's like, yo, why do you still do this? He's like, because I can, and I'm very good at this. Like,
No, I was
this
gonna
is
say after a while,
Yeah.
it's confirming your skills pretty much.
It's purpose.
Yeah.
It's purpose. It's like I guess you could look into like the hierarchy of needs. So it's like money takes care of your primitive needs, and then you go up the pyramid, and at the top of the pyramid is self-actualization.
with Maslow's hierarchy.
Yeah. So it like so it's like that chase. It's giving them purpose. It's something to do. It's like kind of like AT. The guy who went viral. He's like
Tate.
yeah, like he was just a bored millionaire. It's like this guy has everything, and for whatever reason, he just feels this compulsion to take over YouTube. It's
Yeah,
like
I don't know if that was the case.
Social media and all
it,
that.
it might not.
I mean,
I
he-
think,
but
I
he
think
claimed
just
a
says
lot.
things
Yeah.
that provoke people. Whenever you provoke people, everybody's got to suddenly spew their opinion.
he specifically said he wanted to take over social media.
Yeah, I
You know,
wanted to
what
take
his
over
motive
the
what his
internet.
motive was, I can't really speak to that. But
Man, they wasn't playing with him. They was like, wait, what did he say?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Let me make a call on this guy.
Yeah, they went hard with the banner. I was like, oh, all right. So censorship is they're showing you what censorship can be. real simple. I was like,
I mean, you
alright.
know what it is, though.
Yeah, but
It's blackballing in Hollywood.
We've never seen the internet censorship on this level. We've seen people get well, you know what? We did see it. You know, I remember Farrakhan got banned from everything.
Not only just Farrakhan, Facebook used to ban you for just saying certain stuff.
Yeah, but that might just be just Facebook.
Yeah, okay.
Not
but
the
Facebook
rest of these other.
Facebook and Instagram are
now they
same
more
thing now.
monopoly,
But there's also other, like, even Reddit, even, like, there's certain different platforms that was never in cahoots that you would see a banning of them on that whole scale
That's why I said they got on that guy like, hold on, let me make a call about this guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're all together now.
Now,
let me get this in there.
Does he have enough money to get back? Like, to get back from
he could pull a Donald Trump, maybe start his own platform kind of thing.
You see how Donald Trump's little stuff.
It's not working, but it's like it's a game. It seems like a big fat game to me where it's like, all right, we'll drive these people away and they'll create some other thing over here, and then we'll have all these people that think like them over here. I don't know. I can't.
Like cutting off the head
of a snake.
Not a snake. You know, that's why I'm going with it. But what is it? Is it a serpent? They had a thing. You know, somebody else is coming to replace them.
Right. It's kind of like
they just put somebody else in that field next. Somebody else is gonna try and fill that spot.
Oh yeah.
Can't stay void for long.
Well, that's the question. Because Andrew Tate was, according to some people, the replacement for Kevin Samuels.
No, come on.
There's no replacement for Kevin Samuels. I'm not gonna say that, but
rest in peace, KS. But
yeah, but it's like now that Andrew Tate has been taken out of the situation, it's like what now? But at the same time, it's like they did the same thing with Trump, but Trump is still lingering over there somewhere.
He's the difference. That's some old money.
Trump is old. That's true. But Andrew,
you can't play with old money.
But maybe you could. I'm not gonna say Andrew Tate is old money, but his dad was into some stuff.
Nah, he wasn't rich, but he
had money.
His dad was CIA, but technically, you know, that's who knows what was going on there. That
I mean, that would kind of help your exposure a little bit. Around certain people.
Yeah, so like, but we could bring it back to money where anybody can just go buy their new platform and just, hey, we're not banned, but we was originally talking about what is money. Is money a scam?
Yes, of course.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna go too far on that one. I'm just gonna say, but if you want, you look into the Federal Reserve.
There.
Look into the change, the way the change of currency, and the establishment of how it's done, and providing debt to the people.
Yeah.
You come to your own conclusion. I mean, I ain't gonna do that lesson for you.
Money coming out of nothing.
You want to know what's going on? Look into it.
Now,
shouldn't take you more than 2-3 hours.
Now, we could acknowledge that it's a scam, right?
Come on.
But
of course.
Here's the thing about this scam. Will it stop?
You know, think about anything. It's like designer clothes. Once you've convinced people something is valuable,
it's
Gates is open.
Power resides where people think it does. And
Gates is open.
It's like, okay,
if we was to convince people that copper is rarer than we thought. It's the most precious thing, and they took all the pennies back and all this stuff.
At least with metals, you can actually do things with them. That's kind of like what a lot of people don't like about the paper money. But I think money is going to become obsolete eventually because it's like you can already
slowly trying to phase that in.
You can already see that with the social credit and all that.
There's a difference between money and cash. If we're talking about cash, they're trying to phase cash out. But
you're right. They're not going to fake. Money's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
But I think if they do that, it's going to be easier for them to manipulate it more. If I can manipulate numbers in the computer, you already know.
Yeah. I mean, it's because I look at it as, all right, if it's a scam, it's like it's too big to fail.
You will own nothing and be happy.
Yo, but you know what? Even speaking on that, like, yes, it's definitely gotten to that point.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make sure once it spreads far enough, you got to push it to every other country.
Yeah.
And by that point, now it's like it's working for everybody.
Yeah.
It's not really working for everybody, but you give the illusion that it does, and
Yeah.
boom.
It's there.
All it takes is like they just. My understanding is like they I'm gonna use that term loosely. They just take like it's only certain things you have to control. You have to control the banks. Like a famous man once said, "Give me the money supply, and I don't care who makes the laws." You just control the banks. Once you control the money, you control pretty much everything. The politicians, the corporations, the media. It's like everything just kind of domino effect. It's like a domino effect from there. So the financial institutions are kind of like the central point or locus of power in this world, it seems.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like our wall, almost. It's the defense before you get to the people actually in control.
Yeah, you too far from the mic.
Oh, you're not picking
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Dang, I was saying it's the defense before you get to the people.
To the
actually in
people.
control.
That's true. And they
Turn me up, man.
it's sort of like so going back to your point, money is a scam in that sense because it's the last line of defense that the powerful people have, and enough of the like quote unquote lesser people want money that they will do whatever it takes to get that, as opposed to like because they want to take care of their family and their basic needs and stuff.
So money is
No, but
power.
at this point, we all know it's harder to convince people that they've been fooled after they've been fooled. Like, no one's going to change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Even, we can go and give direct facts to people. Or they can do the research themselves. And they're still going to work 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but that doesn't
I'm
mean...
not saying, because they have the necessity. But they're still thinking of it like, in the roller system. Because we do the same thing.
Yeah, what does it take to really get... I was thinking about getting off the hamster wheel, right? We can acquire money together, work together, but we don't do that because of ego or feelings. But doing that, do people really want to get off the hamster wheel or not?
No, man. Matrix already broke this down for you.
Yeah.
It's too easy to just keep doing the same thing, because it's like we're animals.
Not only is it too easy, if you've been going the wrong way for most of your life, right?
Yeah.
You're on the wrong path to this journey. Somebody's like, you're not. It's that way. You about to beat that person up.
It's easier to convince people of a lie than to convince them that they've been lied to. So
yeah, and at that point, it's too late.
Yeah.
Because that's not only, even if you know it's wrong, it's a shock to your system to go against everything you've been doing. Because what comes next is, yo, have I really been wasting my time this whole time?
Yeah.
Right. It's like buyer's remorse.
You about to have everybody on the brink of psychosis with that one.
Damn, you're touching every subject I already thought about also. Because I'm thinking about, like, buyer's remorse, as you said, and people, for what a lot of people want in this world, right? Their wants and desires and shit. And they don't know that, hey, maybe your wants is going to lead you to a life of misery by the time you get it.
I know for you guys not quite in tune and believing, but that's how I believe it's done. I feel like, God is not just going to give you all you want because he already knows where this is leading. Like, yeah, you might want that, but this would be the end of you. I gotta keep you from that.
It's like once you get what you want, you don't want it anymore. Be careful what you wish for. You might just get it.
But not
sort
even in the sense
sort
of
of
just
thing.
wanting it, like what John is saying. It's more like
No,
it being your destruction. Not
yeah, because at the same time, there's certain things that people have wants that they don't know that, what you want right now, it's actually going to cause your demise. It's not even it's a worthless like want that you have, but you believe that you want that because you might have an interest in this or what
You want it so bad that you don't even. You know what? Think about it. Like I'm saying, our pastor was saying, some sins cost money.
Right.
sins cost them.
You talking all this stuff, but the only reason you ain't doing it is because you broke. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, ah. And then I sat back for a second. I'm like, oh shoot, I know a couple of mines that cost money.
Women are the most expensive hobby, like someone said.
Yeah,
that's one.
I mean, but we know some money.
And you can go and enjoy as much
swimming
as
in the
you
devil's pool.
Yeah. Damn. Where's this devil's pool located at?
So money is a scam.
You know where it's at, man.
Again, going back to the original point, money is a scam because in that sense, it's like money is what makes you think there's like a panacea. There's a one solution to all of your problems, and it's like it's an illusion because it turns out not really.
I mean, for the most part, the solution to your problems is you. It's always perspective in everything.
This guy is spitting.
It's always perspective in everything. You know.
Hold on. The solution to your problems is you. Wait a minute. What about delusional people?
that all lies within you.
Nah. This guy's spitting for real.
I'm just saying, the minute you try to grasp the reality of your situation and just change your frame of mind or even your perspective, if you want to say that, you can get out of almost any situation. And if you think you can't, you're thinking wrong already.
There's some people who, they can't necessarily do that because they're too mentally impaired or what have you. Their brain is too damn. It is an exception.
Has altered brain chemistry.
It is an exception to the rule, but it's a worthwhile caveat, I think, to what you're saying.
Okay, I mean, for those people who need the help, there's means for you to get that type of help, but those people are a very small percentage of what's really happening. For everyone else,
it seems like a growing percentage these days, but
that's what I mean. It's you. More than anything else, it's you.
I agree with the general point. Yeah.
It just turns right back to you.
Okay.
Before you start pointing any fingers or anything else, hit the Mike Jack on him, son. It's the man in the mirror.
I mean, hey, even when you point your finger, there's three fingers pointing back at yourself.
Nobody wants to hear that, though.
Yeah, of course not.
It's 100% a fact, but you ain't trying to hear that.
Nobody trying to deal with the skeletons in their
So ultimately, okay. So this kind of goes into another question, which is okay. So happiness, or it's kind of a trite term, but let's say what everybody wants in life, satisfaction. Let's say.
Yeah, every subject, you already breaking it down.
Satisfaction. Okay, so like, does it come from without or within? That's kind of the ultimate question.
It's always within. It's back to you again.
So how come we don't actually live like that? How come we're always seeking?
Let me not say but the way things are set up, the way things are set up, they gotta program your mind to think outside of you. Can you imagine if everyone, let me not even say everyone, if the majority of people or a good chunk of people was living in that way, where they realize, they're from framing everything inside themselves, nothing else was really needed. It's the collapse of society almost. Well, in the way we know it, not a full-on collapse, but things have changed.
And money is the ultimate manifestation of that, because I've known literally so many people where it's like they just feel like, okay, if I just get this amount of money, and I'm like, I know you too well to know, like, even if you got that, like, I know myself well.
You know what comes next.
Right. It's like, for me, if you
some more,
right, if you give me $1 billion right now, I'm still gonna be a miserable fuck. It's just like, it's not good.
I don't know.
Do much.
I don't know, cause at the same time, you're not even thinking of.
Some of your problems might definitely change, though. What you miserable about is gonna switch.
But it's like,
because you're not even thinking from a space of something different. Like, just changing for my experience, just changing your atmosphere, scenery could make a difference in your thinking automatically. What you intake can make a difference, and with money, you can intake better shit. You can be in a different, better place.
But you know what I noticed? You're right, but you know what I noticed? Like, we do have a tendency to revert to like our
like who you are in your core,
right? To like our basic whatever we are on the inside, you know. So it's like it might be like, all right, cool, you know, it might be cool for like, all right, a few months, maybe even a few years, but eventually, slowly but surely, like you're gonna revert back to that same.
Well, hopefully, in a few years, you didn't change. You picked up new habits.
Yeah, and depending on where you at in life of what you're thinking, like it doesn't take money, but like if you go live in the mountains with the monks, right? The way they live and they train themselves, they.
With $1 billion, you're not gonna want to stay.
Yeah, but
you're not Bruce Wayne. You getting up out of there.
Yeah, I mean that too. But just to say, hey, your mindset is gonna be completely different thinking. You're not gonna focus on the. That's why I say a lot of times the internet is a small place because a lot of people outside is not thinking. Is not doing what the internet is saying. Whether people are divided or people are saying the same things over and over and repeating bad rhetorics, like, oh yeah, people are not doing this, people are doing that, and that same talking just right there of just staying on the internet got people's mind in a negative route.
Here's what the internet does. The internet, to me, it shows you like the way we live when we're out and about and like in the world and interacting is very orderly, is very structured, because there's only so many things that you can do. Like you can't just be out here like doing crazy shit, just, you know, like you can't reflect who you are on the internet or something like that. Like a lot of people, they just go crazy on the internet and they say all sorts of shit they wouldn't dare to say in real life. The internet kind of reflects the internal chaos of the average person, especially when they're anonymous.
I don't think it will be the average person, because how many people is on the internet? And
everybody.
Everybody isn't on the internet. You know how many people own a smartphone in the world?
Everybody. I mean,
no, it's six. If it's not 6 billion, it might be 3 billion. But I was looking up someone breaking the analytics down, right? And within that 3 billion of people who have smartphones, you know how many of them subscribe to like music platforms?
I don't know.
You gotta break that back to the millions now, right?
150 million.
Yeah,
that's just music.
So
costs money.
But that's just music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, for people the amount of people who have smartphones and the amount of people who use that smartphone just to be on the internet all day, it's not the same thing as people have jobs. A lot of people have jobs. So we're not counting. We can't say, hey, everybody's on the internet and everybody is portraying their inner chaos on the internet. People aren't doing.
So maybe the people that aren't on it are they're just not.
They're living a different life.
They're living a different life, and they're also not.
You remember before the internet?
Yeah,
I
do.
Before
BI. I'll say this also. Another part is we tend to highlight the negative. We tend to look for the negative. We're not looking for the positive or the progressive on the internet. So if you want to focus on this,
there's a time for both. For myself, I'm speaking at least. You know.
Yeah, that time is very limited to everybody. Most of the time is looking at the negative, like, oh, look at this shit, yo, these people doing this again, or these people, I
think people need to get more in tune with themselves, you know, because sometimes, you know, I like you said, I watch some of the negative stuff, but as soon as I feel myself switching more to that frame of mind, like, you know, now I picked up my pitchfork too. Yeah. I'm like, all right, it's enough of this. I'm closing these tabs.
Yeah, people aren't doing that. Not on the regular. They're like, oh, you know what? More tabs. You gotta save that for later. You gotta
take mental inventory of what's going on. Sometimes it's good to just close it, because like you're saying, I remember I got a bunch of tabs on my phone right now, but it's mostly vitamins and clinical studies.
Okay. See, and your obsession right there is like, all right, yo, what's the negatives of these situations? And
I mean,
it's still not a intake of mostly positive stuff.
Oh yeah, but I'm looking for the positive. Most of it, because a lot of people tell me what's going on with them. I'm checking out what might help their life situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're not doing nothing for my day, but I have fun reading these studies and checking out what's new. Okay. I'm like, oh yeah, they did a breakthrough in Tokyo. Okay. Got some new medicine in Korea. That's
ordering medicine from Korea.
Nah. Oh, there's some skincare from over there, but
how it work out for you?
I mean, the stuff is good, but I realize I'm more of a basic person.
Oh, all right. See, now
I ordered a lot because it was all rated highly, and then I'm just like, my sister's constantly using everything. I'm like, yeah, just keep it. Oh. just keep it, man.
Yeah, but you know what? You got the money to do that. Watch out for that.
So is there a cure for HIV?
I actually seen an interesting video on that. No, I'm gonna say, but I seen they're developing a vaccine.
A vaccine? I was told that there's a pill that they already, if you think you have it, you can just.
But you have to do it within a certain time. It's like a plan B almost.
Yeah.
Like if you think you did it, all right, buddy, boom, get in there. Mm-hmm. But if you wait,
there's definitely a cure, like in the sense of like you can make it non-transmissible, but
that's not a cure.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. In terms of like getting rid of it, I've heard. Maybe I'm thinking of cancer. I might be thinking of cancer. Is there a cure for cancer? No.
I've heard of cancer's placed under a broad label, but in reality, it's hundreds of different things happening in different parts of the body.
I've heard of it.
So what might work for one cancer is not working for the next cancer.
That's true.
It's crazy. But with enough money, can you beat cancer? Because they seem to always want to do
Steve Jobs.
Fundraise. Well, yeah, he didn't beat cancer in time, but there's always a fundraiser or cancer awareness of some sort that's going on every year wherever, all asking for money. So
it's tough for those situations because a lot of the money isn't going strictly to research. A lot of people want to be compensated for their time. They're not just doing this.
Yeah.
So the people who's had family affected, they might be giving.
Yeah.
And some people giving their time, because they want to see others better and not go through the same situation. But then you got others who's there like, this is my job. I got to get paid.
Yeah.
All the advertisements don't come from nowhere.
Yeah. All these printed shirts or these pink ribbons or whatever.
Yeah, we'll send the $2 to them, but that 13 is mine.
Damn. It's a money-driven world, is it not?
Yeah, so why wouldn't they suppress a cure for something if it would make more money?
But even sometimes I feel that way, but then the other side of me is like,
it would make more money if you like.
It might definitely make more money, but until you're on that end of, it's like suffering. I feel like suffering makes you all the more wiser.
What kind of suffering? Because one is a sufferer.
Not bounty suffering, but just any type of suffering in general. Once you get over that, or if you've seen it up close, if you have some decency, you don't want to see others suffer the same. Or you on the other side, when you want to watch the world burn, you're like, yeah, feel that pain, because that's what I went through.
Damn, we didn't start the fire, but the world was. Damn. Yeah, that's well.
I mean, it could. Some people think suffering is. I mean, obviously, some people think it's a good thing because it makes you stronger or some shit like that.
It builds you, but then it becomes traumatizing and it makes it difficult.
There's a level of suffering to bring you through to the next side, and there's another level that might
destroys you,
break you down.
Yeah, and I mean, different. It depends on the person too. Like it depends on where they are in life. It depends on who they are constitutionally, I guess. Different people.
Well, who do you think you are? Cause suffering to change you, change who you thought you were.
Yeah.
At least you might think you tough, but that's cause you ain't been through enough yet.
That's true.
You go through some stuff, man. It break you down, and you like, I'm thankful for all the people that was there for me. But it makes you reevaluate your strength, I should say, because there's humbling moments that help you to realize what you could take and what you can't.
Yeah, which ultimately would make you stronger.
No,
If you
definitely,
recognize your
definitely.
strengths more, and you're like, all right, I know my limits now.
You got some boundaries now.
And you can emphasize what you're good at. So
Everything ain't happy-go-lucky no more. You're like, all right, stopping that right here.
So, you ever gonna give up the love for the money?
I never loved money.
I have a need for it, but a love for it, nah. Because a love for it, I think about it, I've had plenty of opportunities to do some wild things, I'm going to say. And I've always been like, nah. Because I know, like I've said to you before, my conscience is not with it. It's just not.
You're not willing to compromise. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, no.
You ain't willing to put the dress on.
Everybody has a line, everybody has a limit where it's like, yo, I'm not doing that.
John is about to hit you with, there's some money to erase that line in the sand you got. My line is in concrete. You know how people walk over the lines on the street? My line is like that.
I already put myself in those scenarios plenty of times, and it's like billions. There's certain things where it's like, nah, there's no amount of money you could offer me, and I'm gonna do that.
You know what? There was a wrestler back in the days. I believe, was it Mr. Moneyman?
Mr. Moneyman, no. What's that? ECW?
No. There's a wrestler. Yeah. Ted DiBiase, and his line was, "Everybody has a price."
That's before him, but I mean,
that's where I got him from.
You know what? I want to say it is.
Is there a Bible verse for that?
Nah, but there's moments that break your heart when you see it because, some people you think, nah, they don't. When you see their price met, changes your mind. You're like, damn.
Hey, can you buy integrity?
No.
Damn.
No.
Yeah, I don't think y'all can't buy integrity.
No.
That's
how could this?
Yeah, I'm about to say just the very thought of that.
It's an oxymoron.
I'm about to say just the very thought of that doesn't make any sense.
Can you buy morals?
Come on, man. There's no buying morals. You might buy people's opinion of you, and that's it right there.
Damn, buy people's opinions. That's a good promotion that you.
That's what happens all the time.
Yeah, people buy views, manufactured consensus. They tell the media, they buy the media, they pay the media to say X, Y, and Z. The government literally paid people to promote certain things recently. It's documented. They paid social media influencers to promote, a certain thing.
That's just the ways of the world, bro.
Can money buy you happiness?
Come on, man. We already decided no.
I don't think
because
so.
happiness is fleeting. Okay. It's always on the move. So happiness is where you can go for a short period of time. It's like the wind.
Happiness,
you can feel it for a little while, but it's gonna pass.
Happiness is probably not the word. Maybe like let's say long-lasting satisfaction.
But even that, think about that. That is crazy. That's almost asinine. Why would you want long-lasting satisfaction? Because the longer it lasts, the less satisfied you'll be.
Because it's stagnation, I guess you could say.
You're still... All right.
You want smaller blips, I guess, in between that satisfaction. Smaller blips of pain.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, because it's all about balance. So like, life is just an ebb and flow. If you're just satisfied all the time, you're going to be bored. You do need a little bit. It's like order and chaos. You do need a little bit of chaos.
So you want some zen in there.
Right.
You want.
It's all about balance.
What's wrong with being bored?
I mean, if you're old, but if you're old, sure, why not be bored? But
see, I mean, then I'm gonna revert back to a childlike state at that point.
Now I'm thinking about
Ironically,
can money buy sadness?
yes, it can. But money is one of the best ways to become sad.
I was about to say, if anything, that's the shortcut there.
Right.
Yeah.
More money, more problems.
Wait, not even on that part.
No.
More money, you create more of your own problems.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say more money, more problems. That was a bullshit term.
Nah, it's not. Because I think what came along with their money. See, if you make money in a solitary way, it might be a little different. But you make it with popularity, oh, definitely more money.
Money automatically breeds popularity, and especially if you're actually spending it.
No,
It's one
because you
thing if
gotta
you're
think
just
about it.
sitting on it.
There's plenty of rich people
I've been around, exactly.
without passion.
Plenty of rich people who, it's kind of like you wouldn't even know that they have the money.
Some would argue, are they really enjoying it? Because they're not. He's still wearing Old Navy. Like,
What
he's
that
not
mean? That's how they. That's
Yeah,
Put it
you
like
can wear
this.
your Old Navy and sit on your yacht and fish.
there's a difference. You see what you're saying, because I remember I'm serving. I have two tables separate from each other. This one dude, he's really happy, amped up with his family, but he's more like, hey, da da da. He's more out there. And another dude, and he's calm. He's talking with his family. He's like, no, I don't want to. Let me get a cheaper wine. Blah blah. I'm like, all right. So they both happen to be done at the same time. I get in their checks. Both of them pay with a black card.
Okay.
So I'm just like, dang, what's the odds? Because it's not upscale, but it's just like, boom. And then the next table after that pays with a black card. I'm like, what's today? Is there everybody just showing out?
Oh, nah, they just AP and shit.
But I'm just saying, it was more modest when you said one of them enjoying their money. The one dude, he was kind of more, I could see he had money. I wasn't expecting that. Because, most of the people have.
Wait, the one dude who you could see had money, he was acting like more aggressive, more.
Yeah, like a little,
Okay.
the
Yeah,
vibe. Like,
yeah,
the vibe.
Like he was flossing, sort of.
Not really flossing, but he's like, yeah, bring that over there. Just
Yeah.
the way, I mean, boss talk.
Yeah.
It's like, not really asking you. Not really telling you either, but you know what it is. It's like,
Not really asking you, not really telling you.
but you know what it is.
I feel you.
It's not like, can you move that? It's like, move that over there. I never met you, but that's how you talking.
I mean, technically, you could talk to a waiter like that.
Nah.
Oh, nah, so.
But I mean, this,
Spitting in the food or something? Like,
nah, come on. That's there we go back to morals, man. That's against my principles right there. Not saying, I mean, I tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy stuff happens. Some people, you gotta know, there's a lot of spiteful people. You mean maybe in kindergarten, elementary, you thinking, nah, the world's so great. At 30, you like, nah.
See, I've always been nice to my waiters and waitresses. I've always
You're respectful to people,
been
you know?
respectful.
No, but I mean, a lot of people are more. I mean, just the way it's said. There's a certain way you say things when you secure in yourself and confident in what's in your surrounding too.
So, how was the third person acting with the?
Another very just laid back, like, oh, nah, just water, nah, whatever.
So,
blah, blah.
is it? Maybe it's
some deep-seated insecurity or something.
But I don't know, or maybe that's just their personality magnified by the money.
What about the satisfaction just fleeing for them? Where, hey, now I'm not so excited. I mean, basically, one could be new money and the other.
Oh, you know what? You saying that just made me realize the other two, the more calm ones, were a lot older.
Oh, all right.
The other guy seemed
new money versus old money.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
It almost slipped my mind the big age difference between
I
them.
always think about it because I've been around the block for a while, right? And I've seen how people. I watched Titanic when young, but my mom broke down the whole new money, old money in the movie.
Yeah.
To me, like, I don't know if people was paying attention to that part, but then after, for even the way I'm raised, it was never, you're gonna be extra hyped because this shit is going on.
Mhm.
Like,
That's the hood though.
yeah. Because I've owned the car since I was like What am I?
Just say a lot younger, yeah.
I think it was 16 I bought my first car. No, I might have been 18. No, 16, yeah. Because I drove for like a good straight 4 years with no license. I had a permit for that whole time. So
What's up, everybody doing that? Buying cars, no license. But go ahead.
There was no driving school. There was no parents is going to pass me down the car.
Where there's a will,
there's a way.
exactly.
Right?
So you could have found it.
Yeah, but hey, I found it and I got myself a car.
I know you did.
Now, me having a car, 16, yeah, there was times I was hyped, but then it took some of my friends that I had at the time to get me hyped.
Yeah.
To be feeling special about having a car.
You know what?
I wasn't hyped for the car. Even though I got it, I was like, all right, yes, I got a car. I'm enjoying the car, but the extra battery had to be put into me for being hyped with a car, like whether you speeding or any of the such. Now, fast forward to we could say maybe a
more recent times.
Yeah, more recent times. The past 5 years, I've seen people who are around me that finally get their first car and how they act, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is nasty, son.
This is nasty work."
it's like, damn, son.
Yeah, you ain't lying. I've seen that come to fruition a few times. You know, even because I don't have one right now, but you know, I think about it. You know, I used to be driving everybody home, this, that, and the third, and I see the way they acting now. I'm like, dang, this vehicle kind of made you a new person. But I guess it's like money. Did it, or did it finally give you a chance to show who you are?
See, you could, cause it is a new person. Cause you can't say show who you are. Cause
no, I say show who you are.
There.
No, that person was there. That person was suppressed. That's all. That's the way I see it.
Okay.
You know, maybe they had to suppress that part of that part of their character. So, you know, you wouldn't, I guess, cut them off sooner or act a certain way.
But that certain level of nastiness, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm happy I don't act this.
But maybe you having it at an earlier time did something different for you.
I could say example for a lot of other different things that I when I got it, I was like, I like certain fads happen, yeah, but I was never like, because I guess that is my personality of not the extra hypeness, like, yeah, we doing this, like yo, relax, it's not that serious, bro. But you know, that's to the point that maybe I'm raised in a way of how old money would act. Now, I'm not trying to shine in the room crazy.
But you're trying to shine. You ain't quite old money. You mid money.
With no money, right?
Mid money with no money.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, hey, you know, not elderly money.
Yeah, okay. I can understand that, though. You know, I feel the same way. There's moments where, you know, maybe if I'm drinking, you know, I feel like drinking, I am a bit louder, more obnoxious.
Like I couldn't do the money phone or the, I forgot what's
money
this
phone
called when they spread the money on their arm or their leg. But
I'm not gonna lie, that's I've seen people I know, people close to me, and I'm disappointed.
You know what happened? I'm not gonna say I've tried it out, right? Not with American money, some other money, right? I tried it out, right? And I think I tried it out with American money too. And I did it, and I was like, oh, damn, this is kind of a little difficult to do. This is falling, and I was like, oh, all right, I see how this could be fun too.
Yo, but that's the kid in you. You know, you can find, if you can find, goes back to earlier topic.
That's me learning that experience that, you know, those people who do that.
Yeah, but if you can find, like, see, the difference with that would be the American money has a little more weight to it, the cotton.
Yeah.
Versus somewhere else, you might have had a lighter, might have been
Yeah.
Might have been a lighter form.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do a balancing act.
Yeah, I mean, but you also got to balance the money on your arm.
You could get some fresh ones right now and
It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
I that's what I learned. It's not as easy as it
I
looks.
mean, what is really?
Yeah. But now I'm like, oh, all right. This does give you a certain type of experience
Yeah.
as why, you know, people do that trend. Like,
No, this just gave me an idea, man. You know what I think would be good for you?
what?
Portugal.
Portugal? What's going down in Portugal that I would
It's close to all the seafood.
Oh yeah. But depending on how you make the food, like,
And then not gonna lie, the bike rides.
mm-hmm.
And they got like a steep.
I don't think I'll be interested in bike riding on vacation, but I'll do it. I'll mess with
I'm not gonna lie to you. I said the same thing, but after we walked up this mountain,
Oh, you walked up a mountain. You would bike up a mountain instead?
yeah, just test my body. I seen old people doing it. I was like,
okay,
no
okay.
way.
Oh, so it's not a crazy
It's
steep.
crazy.
Oh, all right, it is.
But old people is doing it like, like they just going.
Yeah, because they probably don't got no Veek to actually drive, and they need to make their living or whatever they need to
You know, I
do.
thought about. I was just like, damn, going downhill on a bike on this. Yeah, I mean, it's guaranteed death. It looks like,
Oh, shit.
like because some of the off the road is
Right,
like
you could kind of like slide off the
it doesn't go gradual. It goes more like, whoop, and then it goes down again.
Damn. See, Portugal, it sounds like Portugal going to be fun. That does take money.
Portugal is actually one of the cheaper European countries I've been to.
Oh, okay. Damn, what is money doesn't revolve around?
Huh? What do you mean?
What does money not revolve around? Because money seems to revolve around everything has to do with money.
Well, most of it, it's a tool. You paying everybody for their time. Like he said, a transfer of energy. You paying somebody for the energy they put out.
Sounds like
Yeah, it's like labor. You gotta pay to buy your plane ticket. There's a whole apparatus there.
Yeah, a whole lot of people at work just to get this plane going for you. Even people a bunch of people you're not seeing who's at work to get this plane safely going for you.
Right.
Yeah, true. Yeah. All right. Well,
Goods and services. That's what it's all about.
Whole bunch of safety checks and stuff happening.
Air traffic controllers and
Yeah.
towers. All right. Alpha Bravo, whatever.
Yeah, dang. I remember looking at that, and then I seen they have a high stress rate and suicide rate. I'm like,
I heard
nope.
about that.
damn, that's
Nope.
crazy. Traffic controllers?
Yeah.
Why? Like, what's...
So any job where it's a whole lot going on is bound to mess with you over time.
So, even a stockbroker, huh?
That is not overtime. That's ASAP.
That's why you do drugs.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow. If you trade it tomorrow, that's matter of fact. If you trade it and it's the weekend, it might be messing with you.
All for some money. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, we can wrap this up on another episode. We'll see you guys.
And check out that Michael Jackson song "Money" too. It's
Oh,
It's not one of his more known songs, but
Popular, yeah, okay.
yeah.
All right.
Oh, Rick James too. Or was it Rick James? One of those 80s.
Rick James got a money song?
We cut it. We cut the.
No, we ain't cut it
It
yet.
was in New Jack City or some shit.
Oh, all right.
I was about to hit him with it, and that's all, folks. But I'm like, I'm not trying to have Warner Brothers come for me right